Alright, here's this carrier furnace. It wasn't heating. Diagnosed it with a bad circuit board. So what was going on was, it wasn't getting heat. I tested the flame sensor. I ohmed it out. It had somewhere around 80 ohms, which was okay. And then I turned it on and I tested for power, and I had gotten power. But then when I closed it all back up, put it together and turned it on, it would not turn on. The igniter would not turn on at all. Let's see, we'll unplug this first. Turn on more light. These lights are really cool. Magnetic slide. I'll just put one of those in the link below. So I turned power back on, and this was not getting hot. So I came to the board and ended up noticing that this was really loose, which is the reason it was intermittent. So that was the diagnosis, and now we're just going to replace the board. So normally on circuit boards, they're not too complicated. And I like to just pull everything off, as long as there's a wiring diagram. If there's no wiring diagram, then I'll try to do it one piece at a time. But we have a wiring diagram, so I'm just going to pull it all off, put the new one in, wire it back up. Usually these multiple pins only go one way, so it makes it pretty easy. It also makes it easy. All the whites will go to that neutral. And the back of it is all burnt up. No burnt spot right there. I am not sure how that happened. Got the new board. And there's the wiring. Our green is our fan, it goes to G. Blue is our common, it goes to common. White will go to W for heat. Yellow will go to Y for cooling. And R for red. Those are 24 volts. Look how easy that is to get that it comes off. So we need to tighten that up before we put it back on. These only go one way, one place. This one was up here, that goes to our fan. This right here Goes to our hot surface igniter. Okay, the white goes on the blower. So that's where the blower goes. That makes sense. I'm gonna put blue on the spare for right now. Those ones don't matter too much how they go on. They're just different speed taps for the motor, so we'd still have to get them right. And now I'll go through and I'll double check my wiring diagram with everything that I've done just to make sure that it's correct. Okay, we're all set. Everything checks out. I did switch red and blue here according to the wiring diagram. That's just the low and medium speed taps for the blower motor. Got that plugged in. Got it down here between the legs. Got the gas. So I'm gonna close this up. Alright, we got that on. Now, actually, I told them I would hook up their commons. For some reason, the company that does these installs in tract homes don't hook up the commons for the thermostats. They wanted to change them out, but they needed the common for the power, so I'm going to go ahead and do that for them right now. Alright. They have commons hooked up now, so they can run a different thermostat that requires the 24 volt power. I hate these carrier doors sitting back here. There's always issues. They never go back on right. They've used thermostat wire to keep it mounted up there, which wouldn't be surprised if I have to do the same thing. They just never go back together right. The heat, which is the Y, to the 24 volts. And there we go. Inducer came on. I always step back to the side of these things just in case there is a flame rollout. It's going to do its thing, test everything. There we go, there's the hot surface igniter glowing. Get red hot, then it's an introducing gas. Hopefully, there we go. That motor's not sounding too good. The way that motor sounded. Might have to do a little bit of investigating on that. That motor almost sounds like it's going bad. Alright, we're all closed up. All done. Put the stupid wire back on there, of course. That's what happens when you use a bunch of this tape. Never works out right. Got the common wires hooked up. Both thermostats are installed for them. A little extra that I did for them. Not charging. There's thermostat number 1 installed.